Hi lovelies and welcome back to this channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you'll be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, to those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and also educate each and every one of us, you guys are the real MVP. Alright lovelies, let's dive into today's
I
video.
came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where Latino men are actually asked to send a very strong message to the 70-something% of Latino men who actually voted for TP. And I was able to put out some of those stitches because there were lots, of stitches that you have to really, see on this. I'm just going to roll it. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We just here for educational and informative purposes. All right, let's dive into it.
A message to the Latinos for Trump and any other Republicans that voted for Trump. I'm going to start with the message to the Latinos first, and then I'll get to the other people. First of all, I want to start by saying that I wanted to do this video immediately after the election when I found out the results, but I found myself using words and terms that are not conducive to relaying a good message. So I decided to wait. I'm still probably going to use a couple of those words, but it's not going to be near as bad as it would have been had I posted that original video. So you voted for a man who doesn't care about you at all. And he's made it very clear. Whenever he talks about the immigrants and he calls them rapists and murderers, killers, and garbage and scum and the worst, they're sending their worst over here. He's talking about you too, and me. Because to him, we're all the same. If he was walking down the street and he saw you and one of the people that had just crossed the border, he wouldn't be able to tell you apart, and to him it doesn't make a difference. We're all the same. They don't care. They just want to get rid of the immigrants. And I don't know if you know this or not, but there's a man named Stephen Miller that's probably going to be on Trump's cabinet. He's going to be one of his cabinet members, and he's going to be in charge of the deportation actions, right? And that man, Stephen Miller, wants to change the laws so that they can take away naturalization. You think that that piece of paper that you have, if you have it, if you've become a naturalized citizen, you think that piece of paper makes you different. But in their eyes, you're not different. I was born here, and I'm not different to them, to those people. The way they think, I'm just like all the rest of them. To them, I'm the same. So that piece of paper is not going to save you. And they're trying to make laws now. They're in the process of figuring out what they have to do to change the law to take away that naturalization citizenship. They're also looking into taking away natural born citizens, people who came here and had kids here that were born here. They're looking to take that away as well. Unless you were born here to legal citizens, that's the only way you're going to get to stay, if they have their way. Now, there were thousands of people on TikTok trying to warn you about that, what that man really was. I was on here, not making videos, but I was on here posting comments and texting people and talking to people on here and trying to get them to understand who that man really is. But y'all chose to ignore it. I don't know what it is you thought you were accomplishing by voting for that man. You think that they're going to see you as an equal, or they're going to treat you like a white man or whatever. No. You fucked up. They're going to get you out of here. All they wanted was your vote. They got it now. They don't need you anymore, and they're looking to get you out of here. Right? Now, I don't know how they're going to do that. Maybe somebody in his cabinet can convince him, hey, it's not a good idea to deport these people. They're a big portion of our workforce, and if we deport them, the economy is going to go to shit. I don't know. Maybe they can convince him, and if they do, well, lucky you. But if they don't, you are the prime target, and you voted for it, even though we tried to warn you. So anything that happens to you, it's your own goddamn fault. You voted for it. That's what you wanted. That's what you're going to get. I have no sympathy for you. Sorry. You know, for all of you who didn't vote for him, I'm sorry that you're going to have to go through this. I truly am sorry. And that's my message to the Latinos for Trump. You won. Congratulations. You might get your ass deported back to Mexico or wherever you came from. Congratulations. Now, to the rest of you that voted for Trump, you sold out your country for the price of eggs, the price of gasoline, interest rate on loans, the price of houses. You were too selfish and too fucking greedy to do the right thing. No, you wanted to do something for yourself. Fuck the country. Well, you screwed yourself and the rest of us in the process. That man is too stupid to run this country. If he does what he's planning to do with the tariffs, you think prices were high under Biden? You're about to find out how high they can go. You're going to have to choose between groceries and rent. If you're already in that situation, I'm sorry for you. But if you were in that situation and you voted for Trump, well, then you just fucked yourself even more, because it's going to get worse. If you believe what that man told you about tariffs, that he can bring prices down by using tariffs, you're fucking stupid too. He's an idiot, and you're even dumber for believing him, because that's not the way tariffs work. And it takes a little bit of research and you can figure that out. It doesn't take long. You can find it right away, and you can see who pays the price for tariffs. It's not the country that's selling the goods, and it's not the country that's buying the goods, right? It's the people that are the manufacturers that are ordering that product, and they're going to turn that cost over to you. They're not going to eat it. They're going to pass it over to the consumer, which is you and me. So you did this to yourself. You thought that Trump could lower the price of eggs and gas, and I don't know why you thought that. People were on here, I saw that too. People were on here trying to tell you that's not how it works. It's not going to do anything. Trump's telling you all this bullshit and you're buying it, you're believing it. Why do you think General Milley and all these other people that were in his cabinet were out here trying to warn you? You guys claim, oh, he got fired by Trump, that's why he's talking shit about him. No, they were talking shit about Trump because Trump is a fucking idiot, because he's fucking dangerous, because he doesn't know what he's doing. That's why they were talking shit about him. It's got nothing to do with them being fired. They were trying to warn us. They were trying to tell us the man is dangerous. Now, some of us heard that message and we heeded that message because we know how stupid he is. And we chose to believe the lifetime veteran, decorated combat veteran, over the pathological liar. There were dozens of people in his cabinet, dozens, that were all telling you the same thing. And you chose to believe the one liar in the group. The one pathological liar is the one you chose to believe. So it's your own damn fault. I was on this app trying to tell people you cannot trust a pathological liar. They lie all the time. Everything they tell you is a lie. He was fear-mongering and lying to you, and you bought it. Well, to you as well, you think you won. The only thing you won was the election. You lost your country. You lost your self-respect. You lost your freedom. If Trump does all the things that he said he was going to do, we're in for a world of hurt. All of us. All of us. Hopefully we can survive it, but I don't think we're going to be able to. That man is a total idiot. And if they don't have anyone watching him and steering him in the right direction, we are all screwed. But hey, you did it. I'm going to be here to remind you about it. Hopefully I don't have to leave the country, but if it comes to that, I'm ready. I've got an out. Hopefully you do too. Have a good day.
He is what every undocumented immigrant in this country fears the most. And Donald Trump just picked him as the next border czar. And although it is true that he plans to do mass deportations of anyone that already has orders of deportation, Anyone that failed to appear in front of an immigration judge, anyone that has committed a crime here in the United States, or anyone that has crossed the border more than once, meaning they were deported back to their country and now they're back in the United States. Tom Homan says that the very first group that are going home, the 1.6 undocumented criminals that are here in the United States. But there's also a lot of speculation that Tom Homan will be deporting U.S. citizens. That's simply not true. He says that that's a rumor that someone got started, but his priorities are those groups that I just mentioned. So how is Trump planning to pay for all of these mass deportations, you may ask? It's called self-deportation. That's because of the 11 million people that are undocumented right now in the United States. Most of them pay taxes. And the United States knows exactly where they are. And they're going to start receiving letters from ICE, giving them an X amount of time to pick up and go. And what people are not going to want to do is suddenly being picked up by ICE while they're at work. Because it gives you no time to go to the bank. It gives you no time to sell your house, your vehicle. They put you in a holding cell and within 24 hours, you're back in your country. People are just going to choose self-deportation, especially if they're giving them 90 days to leave the country. They're going to want to put their affairs in order. Sell a house, pack the vehicle, take their belongings. So in the next 4 years, we're going to see a lot of people who are just going to pick up their things and leave the country, all on their own.
Because I've been thinking a lot about this, and I know it's going to be controversial, but I'm actually rooting for Latinas and Latinos who voted for Trump. I really am. I really hope that they get everything that they voted for, and I hope that they never forget who they voted for. So when they're waving goodbye to their undocumented partner because they got deported back, I want them to remember who they voted for. When their abuelita needs life-saving care, but there is no Medicaid because it's been slashed to the bone, I want them to remember who they voted for. When they watch their nieces and nephews struggle because birthright citizenship is gone and all of a sudden their family isn't welcome, I want them to remember who they voted for. When they have a child with special needs but there's no funding, no resources, no Department of Education, I want them to remember who they voted for. When all of a sudden their family's neighborhood is targeted with more policing instead of community support, I want them to remember who they voted for. When there's no money for your family but a whole bunch for billionaires, I want them to remember who they voted for. When environmental protections vanish and the air is so disgustingly polluted that their kids develop asthma or something similar, I want them to remember who they voted for. When discrimination increases and they are harassed incessantly because they will never be white, I want them to remember who they voted for. Call me petty, but sometimes getting exactly what you voted for is the only way to understand it.
To the Latinos for Trump crowd who voted Republican this year, I am very confused. Trump wants to get rid of birthright citizenship, meaning that if you were born in this country but your parents were not, especially if they were undocumented, you no longer have citizenship. Hello? What? Why would any of us want that?
Latinos for Trump are angry and scared. I have single-handedly made Latinos for Trump switch their stance on undocumented people because now it is their undocumented family members who will be affected. And also, I keep seeing all of these conservative content creators make videos about me saying, look at what the Democrats want, look at what the liberals want. Who the hell said I'm a Democrat? You couldn't pay me to vote Democrat. I don't like Harris. I don't like Biden. So why do you guys keep saying, oh, look at what the Democrats are saying. Look at what the liberals are saying. I'm the one saying it, not Democrats. I'm the one saying it to you directly. I also think it's so funny how Latinos for Trump genuinely believe that their undocumented family members are immune to being deported. When Trump and ICE come knocking on your door, they're going to be the first ones to go. Using your own logic against you, what you guys always say, illegal is illegal. Come the right way. That also includes your undocumented family members. And all of these patriots and Latinos for Trump, I bleed red, white, and blue, I'm a tough American. They keep asking me to apologize. So, I'm going to apologize, guys. I'm sorry for not making that video earlier. I'm going to stand on business, and you guys aren't going to do anything about it. But there you have it, guys. Latinos for Trump, it is time to get a dose of reality. But anyways, let me know what you guys think.
If you are undocumented in Texas or know anyone who is undocumented in Texas, then please watch this video or send this to them. Texas hospitals are now asking patients about their citizenship because of an executive order signed by Texas Governor Greg Abbott, and here's everything that you need to know. First, you have the right to life-saving care regardless of citizenship or immigration status. You do not have to answer the citizenship question. Your answer will not affect your care and you will not be turned away. Your medical information will remain confidential. For non-emergencies, use primary care and urgent care clinics. They are less expensive, medically appropriate, and they are unaffected by the executive order, meaning they do not have to ask about citizenship. You have the right to an interpreter in all healthcare settings, and going to the hospital and accessing public health benefits programs do not affect immigration applications. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, please share to help spread the word.
It's being reported that mass deportations are going to start in Texas. So rest assured, this question is related to that. This question is a precursor to the mass deportations. Do not answer this question. All Latinos, do not answer this question. We're going to be looking at hospitals, churches, schools, you name it. All the institutions to look and find. Do not answer this question.
Hospitals in Texas must now ask their patients whether they are in the United States legally or not. This is how it works. On Friday, the Texas Governor Greg Abbott passed an order requiring hospitals to track the cost of providing services to those that do not have legal status and are being treated in hospitals in the state of Texas. Now, patients have the right to not answer this question, and hospitals must let them know that withholding this information will not prevent them from providing healthcare services to them. Hospitals are not required to start submitting their reports to Texas until March of 2025. Hospitals have to provide a breakdown of the inpatient versus emergency care services and whether or not the patient is in the United States legally or not, and the financial costs associated with providing these healthcare services. Florida enacted a similar law last year, and based on their reports from emergency room visits between June and December of 2023, less than 1% of inpatient services were performed for people who identified themselves as being illegal in the United States.
Latinos for Trump, you want to be white so bad that you sold your people out to align yourself with someone who was endorsed by the KKK. To the Latinos for Trump in my personal life, who over the years have contacted me for legal help, to borrow money, don't call. Don't call for me. I am not helping you in any way. Matter of fact, don't call, because I might forward that call straight to ICE. I'm not answering. Separately, a message for Latinos for Trump in Miami. A little anecdote. When I was living in DC, I met a lot of white Republicans from Florida, and one of the things that would always come up in small talk would be, oh yeah, so how many times have you been to Miami? Do you like it? Well, you know what their response was, almost from everybody in this group, every single time, was, oh, we hate Southern Florida. We try to probe a little bit. You're like, well, why? Why do you hate Southern Florida? Oh, I don't know. We hate Southern Florida. It's you. They hate you. They hate that you speak Spanish in Miami. They hate that you look different from them. You might think that because you have light skin, you're like them and they're going to accept you. They hate you. Yeah. So to you, I also say, don't expect our help when they're coming for you, when they're rounding you up. Don't be calling the progressive public interest groups, the lawyers who typically help people in those scenarios. We're not helping. I'm out.
Like, seriously, lovelies, I just keep on thinking, like, the percentage of these Latino men that actually voted for TP and all of that, like, what was their intention? Like, what is it that they have at the back of their mind, voting for TP? Is it that they were expecting that, okay, voting for him is an automatical immune to actually get them, to be treated as supremacy, or maybe voting for him is actually going to make them become bankaloid, or they are going to be accepted. Like, I don't understand. You guys are actually the ones at the receiving end. Like, majority of the policies and immigration and all of the things actually affect you guys one way or the other, but you still want to go ahead to go against yourself. Like, I don't know, like, how is this even possible? Because the more I want to understand, the more it gets so difficult, to the fact that you know vividly well that, okay, I think I am undocumented or I am illegal or something, but there is this particular man who keep on, talking about how he's going to do this, how he's going to do that. And another thing, that there are so many signs even before the electoral date. There are so many signs. There are so many, speech back, like even during the campaigns. I would not forget the garbage of, the island of garbage. Like, at least that should show you a red flag. That should actually show you a red flag. Someone that is constantly talking ill thing about people that is in the minority group, or people that are suffering or something. Like, I will not forget the one he talked about Congo people. Like, I don't understand. You see that this, particular set of people have, some negative thing about people that is suffering, or people that is going through one thing or the other. It's like, I won't forget about the Congo stuff. He talked about how, Congo people are actually, coming out from a prison. Like, he presumed that people that are living in Congo are in prison because of maybe their predicament, or because of what is going on over there. Then he also went ahead to say that Asian people are eating cats and dogs and rat, like, and now you guys are living in garbage and island of garbage. Like, someone that says something like that, you think that this person cares about you? You think that this person cares about you, like what you want, what you need? Like, I'm not saying that he's actually totally, but with someone, the way at which someone says things, the way someone's action speaks very loud about the way at which this person sees humanity. Like, seriously. Let me just use, for instance, this Angel Rodrigo that I posted his, stage where he's all out, calling on a fellow Trump supporter who they absolutely voted, same and all of that. And after all of the votes, after all of the alliance during the voting process, he decided that he was going to come out to spew all of the racial, stuff on him, all because him as Rodrigo Angel, his kids were playing outside. Then this pan-colored man's kids joined the kids in playing outside, and this pan-colored came out, pewed on the air, and instruct them to go back, to where they are coming from. Only for Angel to come out on his platform and cry out how he was crying out on how this pan-colored man is treating him, his, kids and his family, and telling them to go back to wherever they are coming from. And he was regretting with the father, I actually voted. I don't know it's going to turn out this way. Like, I keep asking myself, what were you actually expecting? Like, you were expecting to be treated differently, or because you came out or you supported, these other people, so because of that you are immune from, being treated the way that you have been treated? Like, I don't even understand the logic. You think that something like it's going to change automatically, but this is what maybe likes like you, like some of your brothers and sisters have been trying to let you know, but because you think that you know more than them, you want to be, pan-colored so bad. Like, you just want to be, some of them automatically forget that they are coming from somewhere. Some of them automatically forget that no matter what you do, you will actually not be pan-colored and all of that. So maybe he forgot, and he's so disappointed with the outcome, and coming out to spew, coming out to rant, coming out to talk about how dangerous a particular state is. But you actually brought this upon yourself. You brought this upon yourself and waiting for a miracle to automatically happen, as if you don't know what you are getting yourself into. And this also applies to so many people that is, talking about the Obamacare and all of that. Oh, we don't know what is happening, we don't even know. Like, what is all of this regret? Why regretting now when you have all of the time to make your research, Google? And even if you don't want, like, why not just ask people, why do you think that this? Why not just focus more on the policy? Like, this is what Kim was saying, was trying to tell a lot of people, but people do not want to understand. A lot of people are just maybe voting based on race. And I said the same thing applicable to a brother I stitched his video, who happens to be a MAGA brother. He came outside, he came on his platform to, call out his fellow MAGA people, whom he was like, okay, MAGA, I have been, harassed by one of us who said that I am just a bot. Like, brother, what were you expecting? You have a skin like me. So were you expecting to, to receive accolades because you voted for MAGA? Like, seriously, why are you all crying out? And the worst part is that so many of these Pankola people stitched his video like, oh, I'm so sorry, dude, that is probably a fake MAGA. Like, what is a fake MAGA? This is exactly the same way they all behave. But it's just that some of them just want to like pretend, but deep inside of them, they know exactly whom is who and whom they want to, allow in their spaces. Like, I think that enough of all of this trying to be accepted by people that don't know when to accept you. Like, this is just it. Now this, Hispanic or Latino people have decided that, oh, they were just going to do this, thinking that there will not be nothing like a repercussion. You know that you are undocumented, like not all, like some. But one way or the other, it might actually affect so many people. I also saw a stage of if you are in a kind of situation and you needed a medical attention or a medical aid or maybe emergency or something, they have to know the status of your immigration before they can even assist you in any form of way. Like, it has gotten to that because they are looking for a way to fish anyone out. Seriously. And this is what everyone wanted. This is what everyone wanted. Like, oh my god. The thing is that the deed has been done already. The only thing is just a way forward. The only thing is just a way to accept it. That, okay, I have done this. Even if deep inside of me, I know that I have really not done the right thing. But let me just pretend as if everything is okay. Just accept it. Look for a way to move on. Look for a way to actually, be responsible. Try to, guide yourself, save yourself. Try to create a safe space for yourself. Be very careful where you go and where you don't need to go at all. As it has been said in all of these stitches I put together, if you're undocumented, there are some questions you have right to answer, you have right not to answer. While there are some you have to, so you just have to keep on making all of the research that you refuse to make before the election in order for you to, escape all of these things. Anyway, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We are just here for educational and informative purposes. If you've not subscribed to this channel up to this extent, please do you girl a huge favor to click on the subscription button, like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.
Up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. And please do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying and harassment. We just here to educate and inform ourselves. All right, lovelies, please share this video, subscribe, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.